The topic that I decided to talk about has to do with the radiology, well, kind of has to do with the radiology examples that we looked at in class, and how the AI can almost always find like a cancerous tumor much faster than a human because it can scan through a bunch of images of cancerous tumors and compare them, and it can pick up on the slightest detail that a human might not be able to. But I guess specifically, I was looking at something broader, like how it can help just even regular doctors in general, maybe not even on such a severe level. Like any patient that a doctor may have, if they're having a problem that the doctor might be having an issue figuring out what it is, they can assess the patient's history or their lifestyle and see any kind of genetic issues that previous members of their family may have that can help maybe figure out what's going on with them. I also read that it can detect virus outbreaks faster, so maybe if there's another thing like the COVID pandemic, if it comes in contact, like the AI sees even just a few or one patient that has this sickness, they'll be able to see that it's highly contagious and it could cause a pandemic before it spreads to too many people, hopefully, or it could at least help slow the spread a little bit. Another thing with analyzing patient data, it could also be a lot more personalized, like say that there's a patient that really needs this medication, but it contains something that maybe they're allergic to or doesn't sit well with them, or I don't know. It can make something like a medicine that's unique to that patient but contains the treatment that they need, because it's much faster at making new drugs because it can, I guess, run artificial tests on how certain things will react when they're mixed together. Another thing is that it's just much faster than regular doctors. It'd be faster at automating billing and inputting information and analyzing patient data. And it'd be available 24/7. So for patients that are in critical condition and need to be constantly monitored, it would always be there. And for, I guess, repetitive questions or questions that a patient might have outside of working hours, it could help with those, which could help relieve the workload of doctors. And maybe they'll have more time to do more important things. Another thing is that it'll be more consistent than doctors. So I guess maybe there's a doctor who is a little discriminatory. It doesn't like certain people, or maybe they're having a bad day, and because they're having a bad day, that reflects on how they're treating some patients. Because I know I have a friend who's gone to the doctor numerous times because she's been having a lot of health problems, and sometimes when she stands, her heart rate goes over 130 from her doing next to nothing. And every time she goes to the doctor, they just tell her to drink more water, which is probably not going to solve the issue. But maybe if doctors had more tools like AI to help them lessen the workload, they would put a little more care into patients that they don't deem as life-threatening, as their issues are more or less life-threatening. The end of this article says that AI couldn't replace the empathy that a doctor might have, but I don't think that's true because there's AI that people literally talk to for significant others. So I don't know. I think it could be even more empathetic than a doctor, but that's really all that I wanted to talk about.